Hey guys, my name is Ivan, and this is devlog number 8 of my pixel survival game Pixurvive. So after going through a thorough playthrough after my last update, Day and Night, I made some fixes and adjustments to the game. The torches were a little too bright, especially when they are placed right next to each other. The enemy spiders also kept pausing for some reason whenever I attacked them, which made it kinda easy to play the game. I fixed the problem, and the spiders are now a lot more persistent with attacking the player, but I also reduced their HP to 20 in compensation. I made them chase the player forever once they see the player, because they and the slimes are the only enemies right now. I then fixed some bugs where the animals so they could properly fight each other. I thought it would be pretty cool to add a mini-map to help the player with navigation and see what's around them, so I added that. The player's hunger decreased a little too fast and the food was kinda OP, so I increased the player's max hunger at the cost of decreasing the amount of hunger that the food restored. And right now the game is lacking in terms of audio, so I made a couple of sound effects using random stuff around me, as well as joinking some from the internet. And now it sounds decently well. I wanted to add some chests to add a little more variety, and after much deliberation I decided to add a pixelated graphic to the chest. It kinda sucks that not everything in the game is just a single color, like the title, which was the whole point of the game. But I think it's worth it to better distinguish the blocks from one another. The chest itself is just a different colored piece of wood, and once you break it, there's a bunch of random resources inside with just 1 HP, so they are easily harvested. So Zillion, if I pronounced that right, from the Discord server suggested making some villages and villagers to trade with. After a couple of tries, I got the villagers to work. Once your mouse hovers over them, a button with a trade offer appears, and you can click on it to trade. The trades are randomly generated, so they could be very good or bad trades. But once the player successfully trades, a new offer is generated. If the player ever kills the villagers, they only drop 2 meat when killed, but their houses are made out of weakened materials that have less HP, so there may or may not be some incentives to destroying their homes. So of course I can't just make a good villager without bad ones, so I decided to make some bandits. Bandits are basically the same as slimes but with some more HP and can also throw rocks at the player occasionally. I then made some homes for the bandits, which would be these caves along with some chests inside of them. This is a random generation of what the current scene with the villages and caves would look like, which is looking pretty cool. I then delayed the spawnings of all the game objects for it to be more gradual, so that the player loads into the game faster. Everything only starts spawning when the game starts, but I think it's pretty worth it since originally it would take more than several seconds for the game to load. After several attempts trying to code the villages, the closest thing I could get was just a line of houses close together like this. They can be vertical, horizontal, or both, often looking like an uppercase L. And yeah, that's it for this devlog. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.